Welcome to the Go Slow to Go Fast Lifestyle Podcast, where we explore the art of intentional living. Whether you're navigating the demands of work and family, striving for growth in your career, or simply seeking more purpose in your everyday, this space is for you. This is Kendra Chapman. I'm your host today, and we're diving into how to refocus when you're feeling stuck or down. We all have moments when we feel overwhelmed or uninspired. And so I want to share 3 ways that are grounded in research to help you shift your mindset, regain focus, and find joy in the little moments. If you've ever felt like you're spinning your wheels and getting nowhere, hopefully this episode resonates with you. We're going to talk about cultivating Hygge, the Danish concept of coziness and contentment, and how to weave it into your daily routine. And if you're new to Hygge, don't worry, I'll break it down for you. We'll also explore a highlight hack for work, life, or both that will bring more balance, organization, and efficiency to your days. And at the end, I'll share how you can connect with me, Kendra Chapman, to tell how you're bringing more Hygge into your life. So if you're ready to slow down and embrace the beauty of an intentional lifestyle, grab a cozy drink, join me on the couch or in your car, and sit back and get comfortable. Let's get started. Hello, everyone. Welcome to segment 1 of the Go Slow to Go Fast podcast. And so I just wanted to share with you what's bringing me Hygge this week. We've had a lot of weather this week in the Middle Tennessee area. We had a lot of storms over the weekend, so we have just a lot of washout and flooding, a lot of flood warnings and watches. We had tornado warnings and watches throughout the state, and definitely multiple states were experiencing lots of damage and destruction. So my heart goes out to any of the families dealing with the aftermath of those storms. Luckily, we just had a few washouts on our driveway, which is about almost a mile long. So we've asked a neighbor to come over if they can sometime this week and smooth out areas with their tractor. And so luckily, when I got home yesterday from work, I saw our amazing neighbor out already helping with the driveway. So that's good news. It's always great to see neighbors lending a helping hand. And we definitely help each other out all the time. And so if there's any way that you can check in on your neighbors and see how they're feeling or what's going on, if they need something, that's always a great thing to do. That definitely brings me Hygge. I feel very comfortable and cozy knowing that I have people just a phone call away that can help if you need them. I'm also enjoying watching birds and watching redbuds bloom and Bradford pears bloom. We're seeing a lot of that right now. So spring is definitely coming. And we have a few bird boxes that we've just put up in the backyard so they can help with insects around the house and hopefully not nest in our house, but nest in their bird box instead. And so we do have some bluebirds nesting. We've been watching them. And it's just neat to watch nature unfold, right? In such a simple and powerful way. I just think it just changes and renews every year in the spring, and it just makes you remember that new life happens every year. So we have a fun tool that we use to identify birds if you've never tried it out or heard of it, called Merlin Bird ID. It's from Cornell Lab. It's free, so you can download that on your phone and you can listen to birds, and it will identify their call and let you know which birds are in your backyard. So it's pretty cool. We have a lot of American crows around, and bluebirds, blue jays. So a titmouse is a popular one that we see, cardinals, and the robins are starting to come back. So that's pretty cool. And it does pick up on hummingbirds, that sound as well. So it's pretty good. And we've actually had an owl hoot before, and it was a specific owl that I'd never heard of before. It was pretty cool. It was like, I think it was barnyard owl, I believe, and it only hooted a couple of times in a given week. But I was able to look that up on YouTube and figure out, based on the hoot, what kind of owl, if it was a male or a female, and the species, and the type of owl. And I was able to identify it on YouTube. So YouTube is a great resource too, in addition to the Merlin Bird ID. If you have a specific sound that you're trying to identify. So that's always fun, especially when you have little kids or grandkids in the house. And so I'll make sure I link the Merlin Bird ID from Cornell Lab in my show notes. There's a graphic of a black and yellow bird on the thumbnail. So research shows that spending time in nature does reduce stress, it increases feelings of happiness, and it improves that cognitive function. So if you're feeling stuck or you're kind of in a rut, one of the best things you can do is step outside and take in the world around you. So for segment 2, I wanted to talk about how to refocus when you're feeling down. And knowing that we're all experiencing moments of feeling stuck or uninspired, here are 3 research-backed ways to shift your mindset and get back on track. Number 1, get outside and recharge. Studies show that spending time in nature allows cortisol, that stress hormone, to increase. No, that's wrong. Getting outside and recharging. Studies show that spending time in nature lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, and it increases the 2 chemicals that help improve mood and motivation, serotonin and dopamine. A simple walk outside, even just for 10 minutes, can make a big difference. An article from UC Davis says that there are 3 positive impacts going outside that can help your mood overall. An article from UC Davis says that there are 3 positive impacts going outside can do for you, including nature can help us improve our thinking, our reasoning, and other mental abilities. Nature can improve your physical wellness. It can improve your mental health as well. So, I found an article about how nature can also have benefits for children. And we know kids need to be outside. They need to run around and play. They don't need to be on screens as much as they are these days. And so as much as you can get kids outside, the better. One study in Denmark examined 900,000 residents born between 1985 and 2003, found that children who lived in neighborhoods with more green space had a reduced risk of mental disorders later in life. So do something fun. That's number 2. Or creative. Research from the American Psychological Association shows that engaging in creative hobbies, whether painting, cooking, playing music, or gardening, helps reduce stress and increases overall life satisfaction. When you're feeling down, shift your focus to something that sparks joy and creativity. According to another article titled Joy and the Power of Play, A Path to Recovering from Burnout by Yvonne Lee Hawkins, joy and play trigger the release of chemicals in your brain, like the dopamine and serotonin previously mentioned, which are known as those feel-good hormones. These chemicals help improve your mood, and they lower your stress overall. So, what are some more ways to reclaim joy and play? If you're feeling burnout, here are some simple steps that you can take to start reclaiming joy and bringing more play into your life. These are easy things that you can do today. Make a list, a joy list. Take 10 minutes to write down a list of things that make you happy. Think about simple activities that you enjoy. I like to listen to music when I'm feeling off or down, just to change my mindset. Listen to something that I love, get myself excited, especially on Mondays when I feel tired, or if I have some projects where I need to clean or do a task that's detail oriented, where I can just put some music on just to kind of ignore but lighten the mood. I play music. Taking a walk, going outside to take a walk at work, getting up from your desk, or getting away from whatever situation you're in that's stressing you out, and just get up and walk. Having a coffee with a friend, taking a break, right? Keep this list handy and try to do one joyful thing each day, even if it's only for a few minutes. Eating your favorite candy, maybe just, once a week, but having that time to really enjoy one thing a day is going to really help you change your mindset. Set aside time to play. Just like you schedule meetings or work tasks, schedule time for play. This could be playing a game, doodling in one of those adult coloring books, doing a puzzle, or even having a dance party in your living room. The key is to let go of any pressure to be productive and just have fun. Also, reconnecting with hobbies. Think about hobbies that you used to love but stopped doing. Maybe you enjoyed painting, gardening, riding a bike. So just pick one hobby and set a small goal to do it again. Start with just 10 or 15 minutes and see how it makes you feel. I've been teaching myself how to sew lately in the last couple of years, and I have a sewing machine that I've been using to make, just hem things, make curtains, make pot holders, just teaching myself the little things. So then if I can one day make my boys' Halloween costumes, then that will be a goal that I've set for myself. But I find it relaxing and fun. So just do something for 10 to 15 minutes and see how it makes you feel. Spend time with people you love. Reaching out to friends or family to plan to do something fun together will help you look forward to something, especially if it's like a vacation or a destination or just a meetup over the weekend. That will give you something to look forward to, and then you'll really enjoy the time that you have with them. And it doesn't matter what you're doing, you're just together because you enjoy their company. And it makes you feel more connected, and it reduces your stress. Take a break. If you're feeling overwhelmed during the day, just take a short break. So it could be a play break, like I mentioned before. It could just be a get up and move, a movement break. And just do something for 5 minutes different than what you've been doing. And it might just regain your focus, change your mindset. You just want to think a different thought. Just do something different, and then you can come back to it, and hopefully you feel re-energized and refreshed. Be present. When you're engaged in joyful or playful activities, try to stay in the moment. Don't worry about your to-do list or what's coming next. Focus and enjoy the activity for what it is, and let yourself fully experience the fun. When you're present, people notice. My kids notice at home when I'm present, and they give me their full attention and I give them my full attention. We definitely have a moment. So you want to make sure that you have time in your day to do that with the people you love. or the people you work with. Be present in the moment. Put all the devices away and focus on the conversations, because people really notice when you're present. And the third and final activity that you can do to reset your mood is journal about gratitude. According to a study published in the Psychological Science journal, practicing gratitude regularly can increase happiness by up to 25%. Writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day retrains your brain to focus on the positive and builds emotional resilience. So, if you can do that every day, you are retraining, you are rewiring the way your brain works. And that's going to help you overall be more positive and productive. According to the article in the neuroscience of According to the article, The Neuroscience of Gratitude and Effects on the Brain from 2019, written by Madhulina Roy Chowdhury, gratitude was significant in ancient philosophies and cultures. For example, in the Roman culture, Cicero mentioned gratitude as the mother of all human feelings. So, as an area of neuropsychology research, it is a rare subject of concern. And it has been until the last few decades. So it's coming back into our focus. Gratitude is just keeping us thinking about what we're grateful for is really going to impact us in many ways. So just try that strategy, because it's demonstrated that the brain level, according to one researcher by the last name of Zahn, that feelings of gratefulness are evoked in the right interior temporal cortex. And so people who express and feel gratitude have a higher volume of gray matter in the right inferior temporal part of their brain, in the gyrus. So it's interesting and fascinating if you want to look into that more about the brain science around that. But did you know that people who actively practice gratitude report better sleep, lower anxiety, and have greater sense of purpose? Gratitude isn't just a good feeling exercise, it's scientifically proven to help reframe your perspective and create a more fulfilling life. So the next time you feel stuck, take a deep breath, step outside, engage in a hobby, or jot down what you're grateful for. These small shifts can have a big impact. And so now for segment 3, let's connect. I want to tell you more about how to connect with me. And so that's all for today's episode of the Go Slow to Go Fast Lifestyle podcast. But now I want to hear from you. What's the one thing bringing you Hygge right now? Let's keep the conversation going. Feel free to email me at coachingwithkendrachapman. So it's coachingwithkendrachapman@gmail.com. You can DM me on Instagram at coachingwithkendrachapman, or check out my website and join my email list, coachingwithkendrachapman.com. Tag me in your refresh journey. I'd love to hear how you refocus when you feel stuck or down. Let's embrace this season together with intention and confidence. And if you've enjoyed this episode, consider sharing it with a friend who might need a little encouragement to slow down and soak in the beauty of everyday life. And I hope, because you are still listening at the end of this podcast, that it's resonated with you. So let me know. Let me know what you want to hear more about. And as always, stay connected, and remember, take it slow, be intentional, and embrace the season you're in, because the light in me honors the light in you. And as you head into the next week, let your light shine through. Until next time, take care and keep living with purpose. And remember, go slow to go fast. Thanks for listening.